Latin America is home to a growing generation of education enterprises that develop innovative solutions to improve learning outcomes for children and youth in underserved areas. But the financing system wasn't built for these organizations. Traditional loans demand repayment schedules that don't match education cycles. Equity pushes for growth before impact is established, and grants alone cannot sustain a long-term scale. The result? Enterprises with real potential to scale their business and deepen their impact must prioritize business growth at the cost of impact.
As a high impact company based in Colombia that wants to close the learning gaps in Colombia and in Latin America, we struggle with traditional financing because especially VC funds are very much focused on generating income and growing very fast, independently on what type of communities you work with and what type of educational impact you achieve.
Impact-linked finance offers a fundamentally different approach. Through the Impact-Linked Fund for Education, enterprises receive catalytic capital to scale their commercial business model and focus on impact through instruments like social impact incentives and impact-linked loans. Capital stops being a constraint. It becomes a catalyst.
With ILF, it has been different because we found a partner that is willing to work with us, working together with the government. That is the main focus of our work, to achieve those, to close learning gaps. And that gives us the tools and incentivizes us to actually close learning gaps and achieve real learning outcomes.
This isn't a new idea or pilot being tested in Latin America. It's a proven model already deployed in the Middle East, East Africa, and West Africa. Now expanding into a region where the conditions for impact are exceptional. 4 companies are already working with impact-linked finance and growing their impactful business at scale. The model is not arriving, it has arrived.
Latin America is at a point where measurement and accountability systems are strong enough to enable result-based models, and this makes it feasible to tie funding to verified outcomes in a credible way.
Closing multiple transactions in Latin America shows that impact-linked finance is no longer theoretical, and that we have far moved from the pilot phase. It is working in practice. It also signals that the region is ready, with strong demand, capable partners, and growing alignment around education outcomes.
From a funder's perspective, impact-linked finance for education prompted us to become a more hands-on and iterative partner instead of a passive funder. We introduced intentional design elements such as technical assistance to help organizations become better users and producers of better data and evidence. We see from the perspective of organizations a shift in the use of data to inform decision-making and even in their operations and business traction, which shows that ultimately results-based financing is not a shortcut to impact. It's a way to validate how organizations are learning, adapting, and delivering.
ILF education support is much more than funding. It has come with a very strong technical assistance that has helped us improve our measurement capabilities, meaning it has helped us establish a baseline measurement of where we are, designing an incentive scheme that is both ambitious and achievable, and that is perfectly aligned with closing learning gaps in the communities that we actually want to work with, which are public sector communities.
At iGravity, we believe entrepreneurs are key to solving development challenges, and our role is to mobilize the capital that helps them succeed. Through ILF education, we back high-impact enterprises to grow their businesses and reach more children and youth. In Latin America, we are now building real momentum, scaling the model, expanding across the region, and supporting enterprises not just with funding, but with the incentives and partnerships they need to deliver and sustain impact.